On January 18th, the Hillcrest Hawks swooped in to meet the Reavis Rams in a conference matchup. Before the first bucket was scored, both sides were having communication and passing issues. Head coach Don Houston took a timeout to realign his team. Soon after 6-7, Maximilian Carmicle rebounded the ball and pushed through to earn the first points of the contest. Jaquan Radliff poked the ball free to Jalen Ingram, who passed the rock back to Radliff, who pushed it to Markel Slaughter Harris to make a step back between three defenders. Next, Carmicle used his height to get his own rebound and then converted it. Following, the Rams earned their first points in the paint once the ball was passed to Angel Fernandez. At the end of one, the Hawks used their 12 players and led 13-14. Moving into the second, Jaquan scored fighting for his own rebound and then added 2 more points after. Then Carmicle was fouled by Hernandez, earning an and one. The attempt was missed and the Rams moved into position, getting the ball to Arafat Al-Sharif, making a wide open three. Ingram received a pass from Jamari Thomas and added 2 more points for the Hawks. Reavis' Garibay and Hernandez made 2 threes back-to-back. Then Al-Sharif was fouled, going 1 for 1. After the next possession, the Rams got the ball back to Al-Sharif for another corner three. Reavis was able to whittle their way back into the game, going into the half only being down by 10. The score was 27 Hawks to 17 Rams. After the half, the Rams basketball team was determined to stay in the game and Gabriel Hernandez made a short 2. Slaughter then entered the paint, putting 2 balls in. Lorenzo then answered with the 3, with his teammate Oswaldo Rodriguez hitting the same 3 a minute later. After a few more points from both teams, Rodriguez then hit Garibay with a pass for another team 3. With 2 minutes left in the third, Adam Page sunk a long 2 after Jameer Radliff converted. Going into the fourth, Reavis was still down by 10 and the Hawks had 43 and the Rams had 33. The Hawks continued the pressure, being able to box out and hit points from all over. The final was 63 Hawks to 44 Rams. Don Houston was able to speak to WCCN after the game.
I think we played pretty hard. You know, you got to give Reavis some credit. You know, we came in and everybody thinks it's big bad Hillcrest, and they didn't back down. They played extremely hard, so you got to give them credit. They didn't. They fought. They made some big shots, and you know they weren't intimidated by us. We say this all the time. This is one of the weirdest teams I've had because we'll play 12 people, and I've never had a team where I play 12 people. But even in some of the toughest games, when we're down, we'll play 12 people because we're so balanced. You know, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, but I like it because, you know, keeps the kids happy and everyone's involved.
He continued to talk about Carmicle.
He's a hard worker. You know, he hits the glass really hard, you know, and it's crazy because there's some things that I see out there that I wish that he could do a little bit more. But then when I look at it in hindsight, he's did a whole lot out there, you know, so he's a hard worker.
Carmicle was able to get many rebounds in his range and converted 15 points.
It's very important, especially in my position. You got to get down there, get big, and it's not for the weak.
Carmicle also added about who helped the most during this game.
Everybody. It's all a collective push. Yeah, I got to get to it, so can't really pick out one person.
Houston talked about the advantage Hillcrest has.
We had to use our size to our advantage, and I'm starting to realize we're a lot bigger than a lot of teams, so we're actually starting to take advantage of that and take advantage of our size and crashing the glass, but not just those guys. We need our whole team to crash the glass.
The Hawks' next game is at Batavia High School on January 20th at 7:30 p.m. I'm Claude Martinez reporting for Will Cook County News.